If you would like to be part of an exciting and growing industry, the West Bend opportunity may be just what you're looking for. Both full-time and part-time positions are available. Contact your local distributor or the West Bend Company for an informational video and more details.
Congratulations on your purchase of West Bend stainless steel cookware. You've selected one of the finest sets of quality cookware available today. To help you get the most enjoyment out of your cookware, we've put together this video and the companion booklet of helpful hints. Use them as a quick and easy guide to the many cooking techniques you'll want to try. You'll find it to be a great help in understanding the many whats and whys of cooking with stainless steel cookware. Before using your cookware, take a few minutes to read the recipe and instruction book. By following our suggestions, you'll not only be protecting your investment, but you'll be opening the door to the world of happy cooking.
Be sure to give me a good bath before using me the first time.
It's important that you clean your cookware before using it the first time to remove any trace of manufacturing oils or polishing compounds. If the utensils are not washed, they may discolor when used for the first time. Add 1/4 cup of vinegar to hot soapy water and wash each utensil with a dishcloth or sponge. After washing, rinse thoroughly with hot water and dry to prevent water spotting.
A little water goes a long way.
Although your cookware can be used for all types of cooking, it's especially designed to use the minimum moisture method, also known as waterless cooking. The minimum moisture method is a unique way of cooking foods at low temperatures in their own natural moisture. Little or no additional water is required. Each of your utensils has been especially designed to form a water seal with its cover. This seal is the relationship between the cover and the utensil when the food in the utensil is cooking at the right temperature. The seal prevents vapor from escaping, and the moisture drops back into the pan to thoroughly baste foods. When you begin cooking, set the range-top unit at medium heat and make sure the vapor valve is open. When your food reaches the proper cooking temperature, the cover will begin to jiggle and the valve will begin to whistle. This is your signal that the water seal has been formed. Turn down heat and close the valve. The food will continue cooking at the proper temperature. There are 3 basic rules for forming the water seal. If steam escapes from around the cover, your heat setting is too high. Reduce the heat setting. If you can't spin the cover freely while the cover is resting on the utensil, the heat setting is too low. Increase the heat setting slightly. If the cover spins freely, you are cooking at the right temperature. To become better acquainted with minimum moisture cooking, you may wish to add 4 tablespoons of water to the utensil initially. Then gradually decrease the amount of water added until you are cooking by the natural moisture method. Don't pee. It's important to note that lifting the cover will break the water seal. Cooking time will be lengthened considerably each time this happens, as the water seal must then be formed again. When you're checking the food, lift the cover just enough to insert a fork to see if the food is sufficiently cooked. If the food is not completely cooked, replace the cover as quickly as possible and turn the heat up to medium for about a minute to reform the water seal. Reset to low and continue cooking. When preheating is recommended in recipes, use a medium heat setting for 3 to 4 minutes before adding food to your utensils. A simple test to determine if the utensil is preheated is to add a few water droplets. When they begin to sizzle and bounce, the utensil is preheated and food may be added. If the droplets do not sizzle and bounce, you must preheat the utensil a minute or two longer before adding the food. Due to the quality construction of your cookware, low to medium heat settings are recommended for most of your cooking needs. Higher heat settings should be used only when necessary, such as bringing water to a boil. When you are using your cookware on an electric range unit, the diameter of the range top unit should correspond to that of the utensil. When using your cookware on a gas range unit, adjust the flame so it doesn't extend up the side of the utensil.
In the beginning, we should stick together. Aw.
Meats can be cooked in their own natural juices. When cold meat is placed in a preheated utensil, the meat will stick at first. As the meat browns and juices are released, the meat will loosen and you'll be able to turn it. This technique can be used when preparing foods with natural fats, such as chicken, steaks, chops, beef roasts, hamburger, and other meats that have not been coated with flour or breading. To prepare meats without the addition of fats and oils, preheat the utensil over medium heat for 3 to 4 minutes. Then place the meat in the utensil. The meat will stick. Don't cover the food or add liquid, and don't attempt to turn the food before it releases itself. When frying foods without natural fats, it's often necessary to add a small amount of fat or oil. Examples of such foods are eggs, fish, potatoes, liver, breaded, floured, or battered foods, and some types of beef, such as round steak. If these foods have a tendency to stick after oil has been added, check for the following. Was the utensil clean before you used it? Is your stove level? If not, oils and fats may collect on one side of the utensil, leaving the other side dry and causing the food to stick. Or are you using too high heat? Follow these guidelines for frying with the addition of fats or oils. Add oil, shortening, butter, or margarine to the utensil before preheating. Normally, enough oil to cover the flat cooking surface is sufficient. Preheat the utensil over medium-low to medium heat for 3 to 4 minutes. Add the food and brown or fry to desired doneness. Don't attempt to turn the food before it releases itself. If the cooking oil or grease begins to smoke, reduce the heat to low for the remainder of the cooking period. If necessary, the utensil may be covered after the heat is reduced. For additional information on cooking meats, please refer to your recipe and instruction booklet. Stack heating is a wonderful convenience feature. It lets you prepare more foods at one time by stacking a small utensil on top of a larger utensil on one range top unit. Stack heating is very easy when you follow these simple guidelines. When placing one utensil on top of another, always use the larger utensil on the bottom. A flat cover, such as a dome cover or inverted double boiler, must be used to cover the lower utensil. The lower utensil is suitable for cooking foods which have more weight and volume, and for foods that require longer cooking times, such as meat, poultry, and stews. The upper utensil is suitable for heating foods which have less weight and volume, those which have shorter cooking times, and those which require steaming or melting. The upper utensil is ideal for heating fresh and frozen vegetables, fruit, sauces and puddings, or for melting butter and chocolate, reheating leftovers, or keeping foods warm. Before placing a smaller utensil on top of a larger one, heat the smaller utensil on another range unit until the water seal forms. Then, stack it on the larger utensil. Forming a water seal on the upper utensil isn't necessary when melting, heating, or keeping foods warm. Oven temperatures up to 350 degrees Fahrenheit will not damage the phenolic handles and cover knobs, provided the broiler unit is not on. The direct heat from the broiler unit in either a gas or electric oven will cause the handles and knobs to blister. Before placing utensils in the oven, make certain that the oven is completely preheated, because the oven heat required to reach the desired temperature during the preheat period may exceed 350 degrees. Do not place your cookware in a microwave oven or under an oven broiler unit. And do not place your cookware in a self-cleaning oven for cleaning. Cakes and quick breads may be baked in your cookware on top of the range. When preparing the batter, follow the package or recipe instructions. Then preheat 1 to 2 tablespoons of oil or shortening in the utensil over low heat for 3 to 4 minutes. Don't allow the oil to smoke. Quickly pour the batter into the utensil and cover. When vapor escapes and the cover is hot to the touch, reduce the heat to the lowest setting and bake for the specified time. To remove excess moisture from the food, tilt the cover during the last 5 to 10 minutes of baking. Browning of the baked food will be slight. To maintain the attractive appearance and cooking efficiency of your cookware, it's important that it be cleaned after each use. Food films left on the cooking surface will cause the utensil to discolor when reheated. Don't let fats and salts remain in the utensil for prolonged periods. When washing your cookware, use a sponge, dishcloth, nylon net, or plastic pad. Do not use a metal scouring pad or harsh scouring powder. From time to time, the handles and knobs on the utensils should be removed for cleaning where grease and food particles can accumulate. Simply unscrew them, wash, rinse, and dry. Replace the handles and knobs, and be sure they are securely fastened. There are 2 main reasons for grease and film collecting on the bottom of utensils. If your range units aren't clean, they will burn dirt and grease into the bottom of the utensil. Make sure they're kept clean. Placing utensils inside one another after using and before cleaning will also cause food particles or grease to collect on the inside of the utensil or on the outside bottom of the utensil. Follow the recommended cleaning instructions to remove grease and films from the bottom of the utensils. Remember, a clean utensil is a better cooking utensil. Because of the different water conditions in many parts of the country, water spotting may occur on your cookware. If this happens, the following suggestions may help.
Hey, who turned out the lights?
After cleaning your cookware, rinse with hot water and dry immediately. You may need to add a water softener to your dishwater. If you're using an automatic dishwasher, add a water softener along with the dishwashing detergent. If there is a large iron content in your water, a rust appearance may be noticeable on your utensils. This can be removed by following the recommended cleaning instructions. Golden brown or blue heat stains may result from overheating, or white stains may occur from minerals present in food or water. These unattractive stains can be removed easily by doing the following. Make a paste using one of the non-abrasive stainless steel cleaners shown here and a very small amount of water. Apply the paste using a moistened paper towel and rub lightly in a circular motion. After scouring, wash the utensil in hot soapy water, rinse, and dry. Dishwasher cleaning will not remove heat or food stains. You must remove the stains before placing them in the dishwasher. Do not use a cleaner which contains chlorine bleach. The first few times you use your cookware, bright metal marks may appear on the inside of the utensils. Remove them with a non-abrasive stainless steel cleaner following the instructions given. Hitting metal kitchen tools against the rim of the utensil, cutting or chopping foods with knives or other sharp-edged tools on the stainless steel surface will cause scratching. These scratches will not affect the cooking performance of the utensils. Avoid using an electric mixer inside the utensils and avoid careless stacking, which can also cause marring of the stainless steel finish. If not used properly, salt can be damaging to your cookware.
Oops.
Stainless steel is very durable, but it's not indestructible. Pitting may result if undissolved salt is allowed to remain in the bottom of a utensil. This pitting takes the form of small white spots. These spots will not affect the cooking performance of the utensils. When adding salt to seasoned foods, follow these suggestions. Add salt only after foods have reached the proper cooking temperatures. When adding salt to water or other liquids, first bring the liquid to a boil and stir completely to dissolve the salt. Do not allow acidic foods or foods seasoned with salt to remain in your utensils for long periods of time. After cooking, a utensil may have such a snug water seal that the cover will lock on and be difficult to remove. If this happens, simply open the valve and lift off the cover. Do not attempt to pry the cover off. If the cover knob of your utensil loosens, simply tighten it using a clockwise motion. If the handles become loose, use a screwdriver to tighten them. If this doesn't correct the problem, refer to the handle and knob order form packed in your set. Handles and knobs may develop a dull finish after a period of time. Detergents and high heat are generally the reason for this. The dull finish will not affect the cooking performance of your cookware. If blisters form on the handle near the connection, the heat settings you're using are too high. Never use a flame that overlaps the bottom of the utensil. Your West Bend cookware is covered by a full unlimited warranty on non-electric parts. Before using your cookware for the first time, be sure to read your recipe and instruction book carefully. By following our helpful hints, you'll enjoy years of healthy, happy cooking in your beautiful West Bend stainless steel cookware.